Hey guys, how are you? I have everything set up. I'm all ready. I'm very excited. I've got all my dried flowers laid out on here. I've got everything going on. So, first of all, Melissa, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. Thank you for being a member. I'm so happy. I can't even take it. So, that's awesome. Karen, Margaret, I hope you had a good day. Did you have a good day? Let me, why is that? You guys can see me, right? Because my iPad is not telling me I'm here. Does that make sense? Let me look over here where the computer is. Can you guys see? You can see me, yeah? That's weird. Here we go. Am I now? Who knows? There I am. Who knows? Let me get my face out of there. There I am. Let me turn this off. Get my face out of there. All right. Here I am. All right. Good. So today's crochet club was a little crazy. They're 10-year-old girls and they had a party to go to afterwards, so they were a little uppity. I just have to remind their parents that it's not an hour for them to have free babysitting. But it went great. The girls did well. I did what you guys suggested. I started back at the basics and made sure they were all doing the chain right and doing the stitches right and everything. So good. Yay, dead flowers and glue. Nice. All right. So I have what's left of, this was my dried flower arrangement entry for the fair last year. I got third place. So I'm using a few things from there. And then I've got flowers that I've been drying. This is the picture that I'm actually going with. So it's actually got most of the flowers that I have already collected in it. So I'm going with that. And here is the frame that I found today at Goodwill for $1. So that's what I'm going to use. And hopefully this is going to come out really good. And I will be using it for my fair entry again this year. So without any further ado, why don't we go ahead and start? Close your eyes because I'm going to turn the camera around and I don't want to make you motion sick. Here we go. You should see the contraption I have set up, you guys. It's pretty funny, actually. All right. So there's that. And that. Okay. Make sure I got you all lined up. Nobody get car sick on me. That's why I say close your eyes. All right, here we go. Now you can see some of my flowers that I have laid out. And I'm only using this glue. Where is it? Right here. Nothing fancy. Okay, so what are you going to need? Probably a pair of scissors. I have a pair of scissors so I can trim the weeds or the flowers that I have. Well, actually they're weeds, but they are pretty weeds. I also have this knife because I'm going to make a slit right here so I can slide the flowers behind it. And yeah, so let me show you some of the flowers that I have. So I have some buttercups. And there's gonna fit pretty in there. I have some of these spiky things. They were flowers last year, but I think I don't know. I have them. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but I have them. And then I've got, now all of these flowers were either picked while I was camping this weekend or have been exactly. So they were either picked this weekend or I salvaged them from, well, last weekend, or I salvaged them from the arrangement. So I have some of this. I have some here. I have some old rose petals. And then right here, let me just slide this down because there's a pile of stuff. Random pieces of flowers, because you're going to see on my picture, there's pieces of flowers just sitting on the table. And I want to make sure I get some of that in there. What else do I have? I took some wheat and some hay from the hay field. And I don't know what these things are, but they're growing all over the woods by my house. They must be a type of fern. So I have those. What else? Ooh, this is from last year's arrangement. These are the snow flowers. So here in upstate New York, we have a myth that as tall as these grow, that's how deep the snow is going to be. I say it's a myth because I honestly just don't believe it. All right, put that over there. I have some little miniature daisies. Okay. What else do I have? I got that. I randomly have these, maybe for a little bit, a pop of red color and texture. Will it focus on it? Come on. Will it focus? Come on, you can do it. Well, I guess you'll have to trust me. They're little red beads. So that's pretty much what I have for everything. A little bit of green. These were baby's breath. No, there is going to be glass. So these are going to actually, it's going to press them right in it. Woods, not knowing what the heck I'm doing, and just anyway, so here's everything I have. All right. So I'm going to set the flowers aside for the moment, and I'll show you what I do with the glass, because these are dry enough that once I get them in place, I can just press the glass right on it, and they should, for the most part, stay right how I want them to. And some of them I did press. All right, so let's get these fern thingies out of the way. Now, that is a carnation from last year's arrangement. All right, so how I did mine, I made sure there's a vase in here, and I made sure there's a vase where you can see a distinct line, okay? So I simply cut a line right along the vase in the picture. Now that makes it so that if I need to use some of the stems, I can slide them right behind, okay? And then pretty much we're just going to go ahead and slide stuff in. You don't have to match the flower to the picture. As a matter of fact, you kind of don't want to, because the flowers in the background are going to give it a depth. They're going to give it a pop. So you just kind of want to go ahead and see. Now let's take a look. See, why don't I start with the blue ones? Okay. So you can see that's going to be a little bit long. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck that right in there. First thing, before I do any glue at all, I'm just going to lay these out and see if I have the ones I want, see if I have what I like in for each one, and then I'll go from there. Okay. So I think I want the bluer ones. Bluer than that. So here's where the scissors come in, because I'm actually going to trim off the ones that faded too much. I'm not going to get rid of them because I might be able to use them somewhere else in the picture. Okay. Do it, Karen. Free form. Do it. Margaret, how are you doing? Did you find your paper that tuck that right in there? And again, you're going to see this one doesn't line up exactly with that one, but it gives it a little bit of depth in the background. Okay. Let us get some of the daisies. Slide them in. They're a little too long. We're going to snip them off. Awesome. So pretty much you're just doing a dried flower arrangement on this paper, and then we're just going to put the frame around it and take it from there. You can go ahead and trim off any of the extra greens that you might not want, but I suggest you save them because you might add them in later. You could also do this on a shadow box in case you don't want to add the glass to it. I'm going to make this a little flatter so it'll lay nice and flat right there. There we go. Put my hand up underneath and poke that in. Now, once I put the glue on here, they will stay where I put them. But for right now, I'm just kind of checking out the spacing and seeing how everything's going, seeing what texture I have, what colors I want to add, and stuff like that. So this is a tangled mess over here. So I'm going to kind of trim it because these flowers are very fragile and I don't want them to snap off when I pull them apart, you know. So I'm trying. It's kind of like untangling a slinky, which I don't like doing. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I like how that looks. I like the number of them. It might be a little thick. So let me see if I can use the thinner stems, okay? And again, you're dealing with dried flowers, so they're going to be very delicate. It might break and you might have to start over. All right. So let me see. We're going to tuck this. Right here. Get some yellow. And it's nice that some of the flowers, when they dry, they hold their color. Some of them fade, some of them turn brown, but some of them actually hold their color. And that adds to the picture quite a bit. All right, what else do we, oh, that's a pretty yellow one. Let me get that one in here. Don't break, don't break. There we go. Right out the side there. Okay. All right, how's everybody doing? I can't wait to see your pictures, guys. I can't wait to see what you come up with and show me on the Facebook page. Like I say every time, I really wish this was like a Zoom meeting where we could all see each other and see what we're doing. Put that down a little lower. Now, if you've ever arranged wildflowers in a vase, this is kind of exactly what you're doing here. You just want to make sure you spread the color around, spread the texture and the height around so that each flower gets its own shining spot in the sun, you know. I'm going to go heavy on the yellow with this because one, I have a lot of the yellow, and two, I really like the burst of color that it's bringing out. And they don't all have to tuck under here. If you have some that just tuck behind the other flowers, that's fine as well. Okay, again, we're going for height. Now, I want to go ahead and I'm going to put in a couple of these right here. Okay. So I'm just going to slide it right in there. The only thing you really want to be really conscious of is if it slips to the end of the picture, you want to make sure you trim that out because you do have to fit it inside the frame. All right, now let's see. I'm looking down here and I'm going to go ahead and use the glue down here. And I'm going to go ahead and just put a few of the dried flower pieces on there. That way you can just kind of see how many you want to use, if you want to take some off, if you want to put more on there. You want to change the color of them, however you want to do it. Now we have that on there. Okay, there's that one. And I did have a specific flower in mind for this spot right here. I actually took a carnation from last year's arrangement. And I know that I want that one there, so I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on. And yes, I'm a bit heavy-handed with the glue. That's just my nature. And that'll stick right there nicely. Now, let me see. I'm going to put over here, how about I just sprinkle some of this over here. We've got the blue flowers and these little teeny hydrangeas. They'll sit on there really cool. See how that goes? They crunched right in place. I love it. All right. Let's see here. This is a nice addition. I didn't have a Queen Anne's lace yet because they're not blooming here yet. So what I'm going to do, and you'll notice I am starting to glue stuff down now because I have the base of it where I want it to be. I know pretty much the base flowers, so I can go ahead and start putting these on. I'm not pushing this down right yet because I'm going to let the glass do that when it's time. All right, let's take one of these. These are nice and cool. I think I'll have that one hang out the side this way instead of that purple. Again, you'll be able to see that purple a little bit in the background of it, so it adds a depth of color. If you guys have a question or anything for me, give me a couple seconds because I'm really staring down at my picture and not looking at the chat, and I do apologize. Okay, so that's going to go there. And that one's going to go there. Well, it's warm in here. Let me turn the fan on. There we go. That's better. Much, much, much better. All right, how are we looking? I need something over here. So why don't I go? I don't have any of these on here. So these were the flowers that I dried from the camper. If you guys remember, I had them in the camper, so I'm going to include them in the picture. Absolutely, because they're so pretty. And we're going to slide. That might be too long. I want it to go right here. So you hop out of the way. You slide in. Right there. Look at that. Fills that spot nicely. And remember, when you stick flowers in a vase, they're not all perfectly set and laying flat. So it's quite all right if they push each other around a little bit, if they bully each other around. It's also okay to reach up under here and snip off any of the bulk that's getting in the way. Of course, I'll have to clean that up later. For sure. All right. Looking good, you guys. It actually looks like a nice bouquet of flowers that would be sitting on, well, my camper table or my kitchen table here at home. All right, let's pull that out. We can add that to the flowers that have fallen to the ground. And the glue is going to hold the little pieces, and it just makes it look a little bit more realistic. All right, what else do I want to do? I've got some, do I need another one of those ferns in here? Let me see how that looks over here. You sit still. And again, until the glue is dry, you can just keep moving stuff around. So I want that behind that. And that up like that. You know what? You're bothering me. So I'm gonna do some magic here. I'm gonna snip that off. And I'm gonna reinsert the other one behind it in pieces. And I'm gonna actually construct this flower myself. So first the glue. Okay. And then I'm just going to take each flower off and stick it right in there to make the flower tower myself. By the way, I had 3 new people at Crochet Club today. How fun is that? 2 adults and 1 new girl who's going into the 6th grade. So that was really fun. Makes me so happy. It's catching on. They have to change the marquee though, because the marquee out front of the library still says that it's from 4 to 5. All right, see, now I just kind of made myself a flower right there, and I like it like that. Now here's another, I believe this was a purple daisy, or what the African daisies. I think that's what that was. And this one really doesn't need a stem, so I'm going to go ahead and just tuck that one in here to add another texture to the picture. Oh, you know what? How about right down in here? Yepper, right there. All right, how you guys doing? I know I keep asking you to type. I know. Sorry. I just feel like I don't want to ignore you or lose you. You know what I mean? Okay, we're going to drop that flower right there. Purple and yellow look so pretty together. And then I think I'm going to break this flower up a little bit and throw some more pieces of it on the table so that it looks like more of the petals have fallen. But I don't want to overdo it, right? I don't want all the flowers, so I want to make sure a couple pieces here and there, move the others, and then put this back where it belongs. Thank you very much. All right, so you are not behaving over here, so I'm going to pull you out and tuck you under. Now think about what you did. On another one of these on this side, because these are purple, but they might look dark blue to you. So I'm going to put it over here. Right here, Margaret? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it look like this one. I'm going to create the flower that I need. Okay. So I'm going to actually take little pieces of this flower and kind of create it myself. Here we go. Don't want to overdo it too much, but I want it to look good. So now I want to put in a couple of the greens. So here's some greens. I need something over here too. I want to put in some greens right in here. Okay. Well, I just think this is so pretty. I got to do right here. I might look in last year's bouquet, see if I can find something that fits right there. What is this one? Let me look. I don't want that. What do I have, guys? I have a rose, but I don't know that I can. Well, I never know till I try, right? I have a rose. Ooh, can I make a rose over here? Oh, watch this. All right, let's see what I can do. Let's see if I can. Thank you, Melissa. Let's see if I can make this look like a rose. Let me find the petals that haven't been broken. Oh, what do you think, guys? I think that's going to work. I think that's going to work. I need something to poke it. There we go. I think it's going, I'm going to pull this off. Put that one there and this one here. Oh, for goodness sake, stop it. right? If I have it touching itself a little bit, right? Just overlapping a little. It's so hard to be gentle and yet a little bit aggressive. Thank you. All right, well, you sit there. Let's get another one. Where's one that's not ripped? Here's one. Ah, get out of here. And then we'll take this one and put it here, kind of like an opening rose. There we go, guys. Got it. Mic drop. But it needs a stem. So let's see what I can do. Here's some more greens. I do need those, definitely. I created a rose. All right, so first, oh, and every, come on, what flower have you ever gotten that didn't have baby's breath in it, right? So first let's do some greens over here. And then, you know my doot-to-doots, they help. Slide this in back of that. Oh, yeah. Okay. And this under that. Ah! I feel like this is the rose from Beauty and the Beast, and I just knocked off the last petal. And then let's see if I can do this. Slide this in and under. I'm going to have to fix that rose again. Nothing but patience, right? Just patience. Do, 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 do. Tale is old. Oh, I'm not allowed to sing those songs. Never mind. Pretend I said nothing. All right. What do you guys think? Do I need something right here? I believe I need something down here. Let's take a look. See, we got enough blue. How about a daisy? What about a daisy? Little pop of white. That'll flatten when I put the glass on it. What does it need, guys? Tell me what you think it needs. I still need something right here. Here we go. Oi. Oi. Let's see here. You think it's good? I want to, do I want to put something down here? Do I want, thank you guys. It's so fun. I could get lost doing this forever. Let me just put right. Put that daisy down there. Okay. So, Can I fit the baby's breath? You got to tuck baby's breath in, right? You just gotta. It's got to be baby's breath in there. Even if you don't really see it, you got to know. I mean, I've never gotten a bouquet in my life that didn't have baby's breath in it. There we go. And there it is. So now comes the tricky part. First of all, cleaning up all the pieces of flour. I'm going to set this aside for 1 second. And I'm going to bring in the frame. Okay. Now, move that mouse over there, move this over here. Of course, I sealed this shut because I'm a ding dong. Okay. Now, what you want to do, I'm going to actually remove this because I will seal it. That's all right. Take your time because I'm still. And you're gluing yours more than I am because I'm letting the glass of the frame help keep mine in position. Okay. And we have plenty of time. It's only been a half hour. There. So the trick here is to obviously not flip your picture upside down, right? You don't want to flip it upside down because you don't want to have to put your flowers back together. So you want to lay this here like this. And you want to make sure, like down here, I have a little bit of a stem. So I just need to make sure that's not going to do any popping out. And then I'm just going to take it slowly, carefully, place this on here. And you see how it just takes all the flowers and puts them right in place, right where I have them. And at that point, you can go ahead and tighten it down and move it just a little bit. And there's what your picture is going to look like. Okay. That one's a little low, but that's fine. Now is the time that you can go ahead and quickly flip your picture upside down. Take off the fake cardboard that you have in the back. Remember, I put that down there so that I could cut that piece of paper. There we go. You're just going to slide it all in there. You can trim this off if you like beforehand, but a lot of times I like to tuck it in there because it tightens things up. Okay. And remember, if you start to do this and your picture shifts or your flowers shift or whatever, you just go back in and play with it a little bit more. Okay. They're flowers. They're adjustable. They're movable. And they're changing every time you touch them. Sometimes it adds character that you don't even know you wanted in there. It gives it a cool difference. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to tape this in. And there we go, guys. There is my entry for the 2024 dried flower arrangement wall hanging for the Washington, New York County Fair. I think it's amazing. I'm actually going to use the photography tape. You know what I mean? That they go on the back of the pictures. But there it is. I love it. I'm just going to go ahead and work the wrinkles out and I'm going to tape it. And I absolutely love it. I think it came out perfect. I'm really happy with it. Really, really happy with it. I know you were joking. I know you. Cut it out. I know you were joking. And there we go. And all this does is it holds it down right in place. And I'm actually in love with this. I'm not changing a thing. I love how it looks. I love how the other flowers in the background still give character to the picture. The yellow popping out. I love it. I'm really happy with it. This actually came out better than last year's. And last year's I got a red ribbon. So we will see if I can pull off a blue ribbon this year. I do love it. So we have a half hour, you guys. So I will set this aside. I did print out another picture. Let me see if I can find it over here. I printed out two pictures. One was a dahlia and one was that. What did I do with it? Well, honestly, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached, to tell you the truth. So let's see. I have another frame right here. Let's see if we can't do another picture. You should see what I'm teetering, you guys. Holy moly. If you hear a bang, ignore it. Okay. All right. Here we go. That bang, nothing to see here. I'm coming. All right. Here we go. Why don't I make another one? What do you think? Let's do the dahlia. If you could have seen where I just got dried flowers, you would be laughing at me. So this one's a bit more simple. You guys want to do this one? Do we have time, or do you want to cut the live short? I would love to do this one if you guys are still with me. I'm going to do something a little different on this one. So there's a dahlia. I went to the AI program that I use, and I said to it, create me a photograph of a dahlia in a vase, and it did. So I have some fresh dahlia leaves and I have some dried dahlia leaves. I'm going to make this picture and I'm going to dry it as it sits. Melissa, what'd you think? Did you like it? You like the picture? I'm counting on you guys. This is going to be our blue ribbon. That's it. Our blue ribbon. We're in this together. All right, cool. So let's get the remnants of the flowers. Yay. And you know what I'm doing? I have a box where I save all this stuff. So next year when I'm making another one, I have these flowers to poke back on and take and use. Each year I add to it. It's literally just a big plastic box of dried flowers. So of course I do, right? Okay. So here's this one. Again, I told it, print me a picture of a dahlia. So I'm going to actually take the non-dried leaves or petals that I have, and I'm going to use them in this picture. I have some that are dried and I have some that are not. So here's a dry one. We're going to put this in the middle. So I went out to my plants and I actually picked a dahlia or two. Oh no, are you back? Hello, Linda. Oh, you got to see. Lynn, wait. You ready? We just made this, Lynn. And that's going to be my entry in the fair. So that is going to be the Fortunate Creations members. All right. So here's the dahlia. So what I need to do, this is the dry one. So I can kind of use these dry as the center of it, right? Well, I wonder why. Is anybody else having freezing problems? Is it me? If Mr. Fortunate is using the internet, it might be me. He's down in the bar with his friends, so I don't know what's going on down there. All right, so here's the center. Okay. Karen, I'm sorry. All right, so here's the center of the flower, okay? I don't love it. We're going to start over. You got to love it, right? You got to love it or don't do it. Let's do it this way. Okay, there's a dry center. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, we'll take that one. Okay, now I'm going to take some of the drier leaves, petals. Stop calling them leaves, you dope. Sound like you don't know what you're talking about with flowers. Lynn, we'll dry your flowers at the camper and we'll make you a picture of them. And then I'm going to take some of these dried leaves, petals. Dang it, what is wrong with me? Okay. I'm saving the fresh ones for the outside because that's where I want the color to go. Ooh, it is hot. Yuck. It's hot here too, but not, I don't think it's that hot. All right, let's see. So I got the dry ones. Margaret, you still here? How you doing? How's your picture looking? Oh, that's another nice center. Should I use that instead? Oh, do we like that center? Or do we like, I like this one. Never mind. Okay, good, good, good. All right, so all I'm going to do is take all of these dry. This one's a little bit more labor intensive because I'm actually placing the petals, right? And again, no flower is perfect, so there's not going to be any one flower with all perfect petals facing the right way. It's just not going to happen. And I'll probably have to replace them 50 times, but again, the glass will press this down. The difference is with this one tonight, I'm not going to press the glass just yet because I need to let the flower or the petals on the outside dry. So I'm going to place these all on here and then I'm going to let it sit and dry for a week and then I'll put it in the frame. And then I'll let you guys decide which one. Well, I'm going to use the other one as my entry because I love it. Lynn, I wish you had picked flowers at the farm with me. We could do this together. Here we go. I did put glue down, Karen. For this one, yes, I did. Because these are the dried petals and I'm trying to actually reconstruct a flower. So yeah, I did put glue down. So I'm taking all of the dried petals that I put glue on this first row around here and I'm just going to stick all these dried petals in the glue. Can you see? Yep, you can see. Problem is, be careful not to get glue on your fingers if you're doing it this way because then the petals will stick to your fingers and then you'll be saying, oi. Oh, yeah, so I took my glue and I just all the way around. You're not left-handed. Oh, you are now. Huh, sorry, I forgot. We do have a sister that's left-handed. We used to make her sit at the end of the table where nobody sat next to her. Oh, that's funny. Well, you'd figure out of all of us kids, one of us had to be a lefty. Linda still has that cast on her arm, you guys. Lynn, are you camping this weekend? So I know whether you'll be there or not. She's not answering me. That makes, oh, yeah. Okay, good. Made me nervous. You made me nervous. I love camping with my brother, but it's just not the same when you're not there. Not for Fritzy either. He loves it when you're there. Yeah, Lynn, how long is your cast on for? It's a while. July 15th. Well, at least it's off before your birthday. Woot woot. All right, so this row of the dried ones is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, that's too long. You're such a patient person. You guys, I'm telling you, she's a saint. Telling you. I am here to tell you. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on the whole rest of the flower. That way I can just keep going with the petals. Okay. Very, very patient person. Then there's me. I would have had that thing pried off a week ago. Especially being 90 degrees and she couldn't even go swimming. No, thank you. Okay, here we go. More of the dried stuff. Okay. I'll braid it for her, Karen. Oh, that's too funny. Sorry, Lynn. I'm not making fun of you. I'm laughing with you because I'm sure you're laughing right now. I know, I'm such a little sister. I apologize. I do crack me up, you guys. Okay, so in here, I'm going to move these things out of the way because these I'm still drying for future projects. Okay. I want to get it so I just have the petals in here. There we go. Move that over there. Here we go. Fluff it up. Let's see what we got going on. Wait. We will have a spa. Oh, Karen, did you have a cast on for a long time? Hello, Maritza. How are you? Welcome. Maritza, we are creating dried flower arrangement photographs. And I'm actually taking a photograph of a dahlia, and I'm using actual dahlia petals to create the picture. And now I'm adding the fresh ones that haven't been dried yet. This one's a little tougher. Again, because the glue's sticking to my finger. Neanderthal. Oh, Karen, you poor thing. Well, I'll shave Linda's arm if I have to, Karen. Maritza, we're talking. Linda on here is my sister, and she's got a cast on her arm, and it's been on for a very long time. And we're laughing that she's going to have super hairy arms when she gets it off finally. All right. See here, we're trying to lay out these pictures, get everything straightened. Linda, I promise we'll have a spa day. Not just our feet in the water. We'll actually braid our arms. I mean, sorry, I don't mean to be a brat. It's just easy. So you notice, Karen, I'm putting down these and patting them because I want them to stick to the glue to dry. This is a total experiment, you guys. I've never done it this way before. I do have sticky fingers. I do. I'm trying not to, but you see how these are sticking up here. So I'm going to go ahead and put another layer of glue on and then sprinkle the dried one on top of that. So this is going to be several layers of this picture. How are we doing on time? 49. Yeah, I think it's going to work. No, Margaret, she's not the one. My other sister, Cindy, yeah, I would have thought I would never mess with her if she had one on. But Linda, I know I'm safe with Lynn. Oh, good idea. good idea, Linda. Quit it. They're on the floor, and if you could see my floor, you would understand why I'm not heeding your advice. Haha! That worked. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Working nicely, people. Chopsticks. I wish I had fingernails, but I do not. All right, now. Like I said, I'm not sure how this one's going to turn out because I've never done non-dried flowers. I've never dried flowers actually on the picture. So what I'm going to do is I'll finish this. Karen, why didn't you remind me before the live? Dang it. We're almost all the way around. I'm wondering if they're going to hold better color. Catching flies. Right, Margaret? Mr. Miyagi. I saw a show with him on it this weekend. I can't remember what it was. These flowers, I absolutely love the dahlia. It's a new favorite flower of mine. I have a ton of them out front of the house right now. The key is to save them and get more next year because they're tubers. So they're kind of like the tiger lily. You know how they just kind of keep regenerating if you do it right. So if I do it right, all right, where's some, couple more of the live ones. And then I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle the dead ones, not dead, the dry ones on top here to hide some of the white. Now they say that you can harvest the seeds of the dahlia, but I don't know. That's kind of like harvesting the seed of the rugosa rose. Why bother when you can just do the shoots of it, you know? All right, come on, give me a couple more. Here's one. Okay. And there's a couple. The ones with the more intense. Do I have spray glue? I don't. That doesn't mean I can't get it before I add the next layer. I mean, this picture doesn't need to be done tonight. Just the premise of it. So I can show you guys what I'm doing so you can see my next steps. You had the dahlias, Lynn? Or you had the rugosas? Because the dahlias, I'm hoping, I've never done the dahlia. Okay. I've never saved them. My friend Lori does. She's really good with them. So I'm hoping I can get some pointers from her. Okay. All right. So here's what I have so far. We got one more live one here. Come on. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to tap a tap, 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 tap. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to put another. Oh, all right. All right, so that's how this is going to look. Oh, hold up. I found another petal. Nobody move. I found another petal. You get out of there. You get in where you belong and let this go right where it belongs. Ha ha. Ha ha. There we go. Okay. So the premise here is, Maritza, you got to go invite people. Tell all your friends to come play with us. We have fun here. So here's my question. Do I want to do a fake stick down here? No, because I want it to look like it's in the water, right? I don't want to do that. Okay. So there we go. This is how this is going to look right now. And then I'm going to take some glue that dries clear. So what it's going to do is it's going to look kind of like more like this. So that you're not really seeing, see how you cover that? You're not really seeing the bottoms of the petals. That's how that's going to look. Yeah, so it gets the width without messing up, because you wouldn't see that part of the petal that far out in the flower. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Margaret, how'd your picture coming out? You know I want to see it, you guys, when you're done. Totally want to see it. Yeah, I think, Karen, I think it's going to work. I do. I think it's going to work. I had tried this before, but I didn't wait for it to dry. And I had to throw it out because it molded a little bit. I think I showed you guys last week that I made that flower, and I had to throw it out because it molded. But that's the premise of this right here. I like it. I think it's pretty and simple. But do you guys agree with me that we should use the other one for the fair? Because it's a little bit more what? What's the word I'm looking for? We put a little bit more work into it, right? What else is over here? Yeah, the other one for the fair. But this one's pretty. I might hang this one in the camper. I like it. Always have a fresh dahlia in the camper. See, this is how. I think I'm going to get some spray glue. And then I can just leave it like that and spray it. Spray adhesive. That's a thing, right? Yeah, the other intricate. Thank you, Lynn. That was the word I was looking for. And yeah, that one's a bit. Oh, look. Can you guys see that? Can you see him? Sorry, buddy. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Okay, you're not now. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. I don't allow spiders in my world. They can do whatever they want outside, but do not come into my world. How are we doing on time? All right, you guys, we are at about an hour. So get ready to close your eyes. I'm going to tip you back so you can see me, and I don't want to make you all car sick. Ready? Here we go. Close your eyes. Whoop. And we're back. Can you see me? There I am. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm very happy. Where am I? Can you see me? All right. Good, 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 good. All right, guys. So how fun was that? We got to think of something fun for next week. I love it. I love doing this. This is why I'm always out in the fields. This is why I'm always saving flowers. I hang them upside down. Everywhere you go in my world, there's a drying flower somewhere. So, all right. So remember, again, Melissa, welcome as a new member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy to have you. Maritza, please tell your friends how much fun we have here. Come join us. Have a good time. Everybody have a good time. As always, I'm so happy that you guys are here. I'm lucky to have you. You are my people. These are my people. All right, guys. Remember, always be happy, be kind, be creative. I'll see you in the morning. Bye, guys.